Good morning, friends. And I'd like to take a look at some of the news with you this morning and take a look at what's going on. Looking over here briefly, I'm just going to detach this web part and let's go take a look here. So we've got QG, which is natural gas. It's not looking that good today. It's down, but it's still in an uptrend. Oil is pulled back a little bit, but it's still in a green trend and it's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin found some support over here at around 60,000, and it's showing a nice shaped candle. It's really pushing off that bottom and looking like it wants to go back up. Okay, let's continue through our list. And let's take a look at the healthcare sector real quick. Healthcare, um, it looks like it's in the wave. It's at a support level over here. You could see there's a volume ledge. It's not ready to, let's say, buy in yet. Maybe on the 4-hour chart, it's looking better. The 4-hour chart is looking better, like it might want to reverse. But depending on your goals, you might want to stay away from that until it's ready yet. Energy, it's still going up. Look at that nice green trend. That would be something I wouldn't be afraid to get into, provided that it makes sense. Let's just zoom out and look. When you look at this at the monthly level, you can see energy really is bumping into resistance over here. So I don't know how good that would be. Let's take a quick look at the Euro futures. Euro futures, in general, have been on a decline, but they've kind of recovered recently and stabilized. Let's take a look at the daily view. You can see it's in the wave. It's still kind of in an upward trend, but it has pulled back some. So if you were going to trade the euro, this might not be a bad place to enter and see what happens. Let's take a look at real estate. Real estate's down, not looking like a green trend, not something I would necessarily get into. Semiconductors, I believe that this pullback was necessary, but you could see we're not out of our green trend. It's still running nicely. It looks like it's at support. Let's take a quick look at the monthly levels. You can see here, I'm not really fond of this gap between the wave and where it is. Let's take a look at a lower level on the weekly. And again, you can see it's got this beautiful trend, but in the last 3 weeks, it did form a peak over here, and it's pulled back slightly off of that. This looks like, buyers tried to buy it up and then pushed it all the way back down. So it's having a hard time here. I would expect it to pull back a little bit more before it makes another run up. So let's see, even on the, let's get back to our daily view. Even on our daily view, you see it made this effort to run up. It met resistance and it pulled back into a support level, and you can see that volume level right there. Let's go take a look at technology. Technology, man, it's all over the place. But you can see it has like a bunch of peaks here. I wouldn't be too afraid, I guess. It has a green trend. It's in the wave. It's starting to actually squeeze. You can see over here the little red dot. That might be an interesting opportunity. I would prefer to see if the stochastic pulled it back a little bit lower and then get in on a long run. What else should we take a look at? Let's look at gold. Gold is not in a green trend. I mean, it's in a green trend rather, but it's not doing that great. It fell to this support level over here, and it's kind of staying here past few days. Let's take a look at a monthly, and you can see it's had a nice run up. It's met, the support levels, and it's generally stayed within those confines recently. So this tall bar here looks like that, same size bars. It's continuing its upward momentum, but it did run past the wave. Let me clear this drawing so that we can get a better look at this without all the nonsense there. We'll zoom out and you can see on the monthly where we are. So there is definitely a resistance or support level there, depending on which direction you're going. And you could see it. That's that volume ledge, and then here's another volume ledge, and again it lines up volume as well as where those peaks and valleys are. So here you see we're at the top. We don't have anything to refer to, so we're a little bit on our own. And we're just going to take a look then at the distance between the bottom of this and the wave, bottom of this and the wave. And you can see they tend to come together. So we're looking for this to come together before it really shoots up. So I'm not too afraid of that holding back a little bit. So you might see this come down into the wave before it takes its next run up. Let's go take a look at the financial sector. Financial sector is running up against the resistance here. Communication sector, I think it's doing the same thing. It really found a level of resistance and it doesn't want to go past there. So let's see what happens. If we go to this on a bigger view, you can see it does line up pretty well on the monthly as well. So, yep, communication sector. Let's see consumer staples. Consumer staples, it's pretty flat today. It is also up against that resistance right there. So let's zoom out and you can see the resistance level. It just keeps meeting around here and it doesn't really want to go out. So it's still in a, it looks like it's still in a green trend, but the bot actually did call out of it. I think it took some profit here. So I wouldn't be buying it necessarily, but if you're in it, you might want to think about taking some profit. And of course, let's take a look at something else. Silver. Silver is looking also like it met this resistance level up here, and it's going to continue to try to make its way up through here. It does look like it pulled back a little bit. Again, we're going to pull out. Silver really is used in manufacturing of technology, etc. So it's used differently than gold. Gold is more of a decorative, asset. But silver has been squeezing here, and then it released. You see, so in 2017 through 19, it was squeezing flat, and then finally it released up over here. And you can see now we're in this pretty long squeeze. And generally, when it releases from the squeeze, it goes in the direction that it previously was. So if it's in a green bullish trend, right? If you could see it's in a green bullish trend, then we would expect that squeeze to open up in a positive direction. So let's see what happens. It was squeezing here. It released. It went up. Now it might need to stabilize before doing another run up. I just see a big QQQ trade call for April 19th, 4:45. So let's take a look at the Qs for a quick sec. Here are the Qs, and there was a big call for 445 by April 19th. So do you think it'll make 445 by April 19th? And that is going to be up to you to decide. But I think there might be a good chance. You could see that there is some resistance over here, but it has the potential to keep running. On the daily, the Qs have stopped a few days ago, so it's not in that my bot's not buying. But let's take a look at the 4-hour level and see. Yeah, the bot was buying on Monday, but you could see that the Qs haven't been super stable over here, kind of like squeezing, and you see this one little red dot there. So that looks like what's going to go on with the Qs. I'm not buying it here, but it does have the potential to run up to 445. So if you got a good deal, maybe it makes sense. But at $6.48, that's a little bit rich for my blood. All right. I think we'll leave it here today. If you have any thoughts or you want to talk about anything, I'd like to hear from you. Just scroll the news real quick. I like to take a look here. see if there's anything interesting for the day. And it does look like Pinduoduo did have a big bump. I saw that come in earlier. Let's take a look at PDD real quick. Pinduoduo, it's a Chinese company. They're up 7% today. They had good earnings. They're the parent owner of Temu, the discount Chinese website. And so they must have had really good earnings, and they're doing pretty well today. And then anything else interesting? Let's see. Some pharmaceuticals are going up. NVIDIA's price target was raised by Deutsche Bank to 870. Here's that Pinduoduo. And let's see. General Mills is shooting up today. That's looking interesting. And let's see what else has come through. Russian president directs the KGB to provide support to Russian companies. Well, that might be good for those Russian companies. Truist Security price target on Aramark. Now, when you see a big jump like that, 30 to 37, it's sort of interesting to see if there's potential for to make some money there, right? Because they did raise the levels. It's not a company I follow, so it's not something I'm going to take a look at right now. Bristol Myers, I like Bristol Myers as a company, but their stock just does not perform well. They went up and then they went right back down in the last year, and they're just hanging out at their $50 or something like that level. Nothing too interesting going on there. Let's see. Goldman Sachs upgraded Tencent Music. I didn't realize Tencent had a music one. Well, interesting. All right. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everybody. Feel free to send me any questions or post comments. I would appreciate it. As always, please like, share, and follow, comment, and have a wonderful and productive day.